Hey, I'm Brett with Board Game. Today we're unboxing the Bruce Lee expansion for Unmatched from Restoration Games and Mondo Games. Now, for those who don't know Unmatched, you go and take some various figures, some sort of hybrid miniature card board game, and you battle it out on a battlefield to see who's toughest. Now, what's really cool is you can mix and match the characters you play. And, you know, you can do anything from Robin Hood and Bigfoot versus Bruce Lee versus Medusa versus King Arthur, Sinbad, Alice, and then there's a Jurassic Park expansion as well. So you get to battle that out. It kind of feels like that extension of who would win in a fight from when you were a kid. So we're going to open up this box. Now, this is a little bit different than the main game box and then the Robin Hood and Bigfoot expansion. Both of those could actually be played out of the box. Now, this is just the figure, nothing more. You do not get a game board. You don't get really anything that you can play on by itself. So you're going to need either the Robin Hood or Bigfoot version or the main Battle of Legends Volume 1. So, you know, while this is really cool, and, you know, you might want to play Bruce Lee. I mean, who wouldn't want to play as Bruce Lee? You know, you're going to need one of those two. Now, what's also interesting is that this lists the age as 14 and up compared to the 9 and up for the other two, which I think is actually really, really interesting. As you can say, you get one figure. We're going to open up. We're going to show off what's inside. We have the dials for the figures. Now, I always think the dials are super nice. Nice, thick cardboard. Really remind me of X-Wing dials, of high quality. Just feels really, really nice in the hand as far as the cardboard itself. Get the cool design. You get kind of the iconic dragon motif that I would associate with Bruce Lee. We have, of course, the little pieces to put the dials together. The figure, and then the deck of cards that you need to play. You can notice right here, nice space for the dial to go. Something I've noticed throughout all of the sets so far that we've opened up is that they are really thinking through the inserts and giving you extra spaces. If there are sidekick pieces, the sidekick pieces have small space for it to go. Other thing to notice on this with the figure is we have a nice shiny base, little gold-flecked base compared to kind of the flat colors from for others. We're going to get to the figure in a minute, but we're going to show off the cards first. Well, luckily, I can actually open this one up pretty well. Jokingly, on the other videos, I struggle a bit opening up the cards because I have, like, no fingernails, and usually kind of need those to do these cards. Alright, so first we have, I think this is just a nice little card to remind you about moves and how to play the game, about the character himself. Now, I played Bruce Lee when I played this game as a demo at Gen Con, and the figure is really simple. The character is really simple to play. You want to move in, move out, move in, get your punches and kicks in, move out. Really simple like that, and if I remember right, I wound up, like, forcing the other player to get rid of cards as well, but it's been like a year, so this might be a bit vague, but you can see this. Like, this is exactly the move I use after combat. Use a Jeet Kune Do card, or Jeet Kune Do card in your discard pile and add to your hand. So you're constantly moving extra cards to your hand, and that's really kind of the key to the figure, to the character playing him in this game. Of course, you know, Nunchaku. There we go. We got here. You can play again the Jeet Kune Do, add it to your hand. Less health, you can draw 3 cards. This is really about a character, about adding cards to your hand and cycling through the deck as quickly as possible, getting through as many punches and kicks, and of course getting out of the way. So really interesting style of play. I think it's very intuitive for me. Playing against one of the Mondo staffers, they said that they not something that they experienced, and they actually were having trouble playing them, so I guess I rocked it out. So right here, we get after combat, you can draw 1 card. If you won the combat, draw 2 cards. So we get another example of getting more cards in your hand, which is kind of key to the character. So the figure itself, as I pointed out already, we got the gold-flecked base, makes that stand out. The figure itself, just like all the other ones been released so far, has some nice inking to it. We're going to have photos of it up on Instagram. This video is kind of hard to get a good... Let's see if we do that, because that helps at all. There we go. See, we're learning and improving all the time. You can see the figure here. It's got some nice ink to it. There's some good detail around the pants. It'd be really interesting to maybe paint this figure up. I'm sure there could be some amazing stuff with the flesh tones. We got the back, the great musculature. It's just a nice detailed figure, very reminiscent of Bruce Lee. I think does him an honor. Honestly, it really just I think captures him quite well. And is really cool to check out. So overall, this expansion for me has a place in my heart in that this is what I learned to play the game on, and I whip butt. So, for me, it's a must get because, I kick butt with it. Like, why wouldn't I get it? Plus, I'm a Bruce Lee fan. So this is out as this expansion for Unmatched. You can go and play it. You're going to need the base game, or you're going to need the Robin Hood versus Bigfoot version. You can, of course, get those now as well. We've done a unboxing video for those two, and, of course, an overview of everything. We got one more unboxing video to go of the Jurassic Park expansion. And then we're going to do some gameplay and a lot of strategy, stuff like that. Thanks for watching. As always, we appreciate it. Now, if you are into board games, if you want to see more coverage, no more news, check us out every single day at BoardGameToday.com. Of course, always check us out here on various video platforms. Follow us on social channels. Give us a like, give us a follow, all that. Much appreciated. Until next time, again, thank you, and get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do it right here on video, but you can go and check us out at BoardGameToday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you could, you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.